Just be taking back to a new regular show review, and if you're on this last one, go and check it out. And we are back with the next two episodes of season 5 of regular show. And yeah, we start with another good one, and it starts with Eileen doing some pretty good work on her classes. Yeah, on her classes and getting A's as well, which again, Eileen is such an interesting character, I would say. Definitely one of my favorites, I would say. But yeah, she's doing very well. And then when it comes to her teacher, which I like his name, Murphy. It has Murphy, like Milo Murphy. That's what I always think of when I hear the word Murphy. But yeah, him saying about a video assignment. And of course, he's not on so sure about that. But yeah, he actually gives pretty good advice to her of what it seems. And yeah, we see CJ again, which again I really do like CJ a bit more than Margaret. Right? I definitely love CJ a lot more than Margaret. Yeah, they're just chatting in the coffee shop, and yeah, Eileen just giving them a favor if they could do this music video for her for her assignment, and yeah, they're just doing this funny thing that they normally do, and yeah, they're dancing, trying to get everything good, and before they start filming, and it seems like it's going pretty well, and of course they're talking about on somewhere extreme to be able to film it. Which yeah, they go on top of this mountain and yeah, they start doing the filming. But then Rigby is talking about doing these different edits, and yeah, ends up missing his high five. And these clothes that they're wearing though, like what in the and all these props as well. Like I feel like this is a bit much, I would say, for this. And yeah, even Eileen's face is like, is that clothing really necessary? And even got some for them too. And yeah, of course they're not so sure about this. And even this zebra prop, the zebra head that scares Eileen. And yeah, they're doing the dancing and using the different clothes as well. And really interesting too, I would just say. The different stuff that they're doing with it. And yeah, it's very, very interesting, all I can say. And yeah, then CJ calls Eileen and wondering if everything is okay. And yeah, she says that she's got a friend coming over to help her with the editing. But then she gets surprised by Rigby and Mordecai and saying that they sent the guy that was coming to help Eileen home because they said that they can be able to help her with the editing. And yeah, they're doing the editing process and just this montage of them just trying to help her and yeah, just going to sleep. And then apparently it's the next day because CJ comes over with some coffee. And yeah, they think that they got the music video ready. And yeah, just it is something, I would just say. This music video just having all these different things that happen as well. Like what yeah, that's all I can just say. And yeah, they just think is horrible. And of course, saying that it seems like Eileen's gonna fail, and they're sorry for not being able to help her. And she's never failed any of her classes. And then she remembers back what her teacher said about all in here, which was pointing to his heart. And yeah, going Eileen's way, which is not stopping for anything. And then we see the video, and yeah, really cool doing the different backdrops as well. And yeah, she gets an A. She ends up passing. Very good for Eileen. And then we go to the next one of this review, and this one is very emotional. I felt kind of emotional inside, especially towards the end bit as well. Like, this is what I love about this show. Like, it takes a lot of serious matters, a lot of serious, real life kind of stuff, right? That a lot of real people would actually go through. And yeah, it starts with Mordecai just seeing these different pictures of Margaret, and actually then seeing CJ with a bike, and we actually see this montage of them just having a good time with each other. Again, just like how I mentioned in the previous episode, you know, that I love CJ a lot more than Margaret, I would say. And yeah, they're just having a good time with each other, hanging out and just doing all these different things. Which yeah, that sandwich looked quite interesting. But yeah, them just having a good time with each other and wondering if they're gonna if she can come over to watch this show with them. But of course she's got work, but she will watch it there. And yeah, they give a good hug to each other. And yeah, while watching this show, Rigby and Mordecai, he ends up texting Margaret or CJ, not Margaret, CJ, and yeah, it seems very good with each other. And of course, he's like, "Why are you texting her and not just saying that you like her?" I mean, again, you can't really immediately say that I like you to a girl, even though apparently they have been talking for quite some time now. Again, you still don't need to rush these types of things, right? Or you're gonna just, you know, like scare her off, and it's just gonna end up going badly. I wish I could have known that in the past, for real. And yeah, I just end up still texting, but then he actually ends up with this autocorrect. Yeah, this autocorrect that happens, and yep, it ends up sending to her. Uh, but then when of course Rigby is like, "Whoa, like that he just actually did that," and then yeah, she says, "I like you too, hi." But then again, he's like, "What have I done though?" Because he meant to say the name of the show, right? Of the show and the actor, right? But it missed autocorrect. And yeah, he doesn't know what to do. And apparently, Skips and High Five Ghost and Muscle Man are like, "You pulled a Mordecai," and just showing of how, again, just and yeah, they're not really any help, I would say. And yeah, Muscle Man pretending to be this guy that comes and takes people's phones, but yeah, of course, CJ knows that it's Muscle Man, and yeah, they end up leaving, and then they see this book signing, which then he gets this crazy idea, which yeah, he's then Rigby is like, "Whoa, okay, yeah." Even he's not so sure about this that idea, but then they go over, and yeah, apparently they're the only people there on the signing, and yeah, he says that apparently this happened a lot, and why this whole autocorrect, like it puts the "I like you" high when trying to put his name, the guy's name, and that's why he's not famous. Because the plan was for Mordecai to get a picture with him and to put "I like you too" hi and put I mean and saying what it actually is to send to CJ or to do to CJ. And yeah, they see this tattoo and then seeing the schedule, and he's like, "I think I can put you in." And yeah, they're on top of the roof to get ready to do the photo. But then, yeah, he's just talking about the sun and needing the cloud to be over the sun. But then CJ is like, "I get off work in half an hour. Text me down." But then, yeah, he starts trying to text her. And then, yeah, it's just not working. And he ends up just falling to the ground. And yeah, still trying to text, and yeah, he's getting frustrated. And then, yeah, this message pops up, and they get sucked into the phone, and they make those same things again, right? Which, again, obviously, we have seen them in this space before. And, again, them just talking about of how you can't say that it was a mistake for sending the same thing 3 times. And yeah, he's just walking away. Mordecai's just walking away, and Rigby is like, "Where is he going?" And yeah, he just doesn't want to talk about it. And then him just saying of how he likes CJ, right? He likes CJ, but he still can't get over Margaret. And he kind of has feelings, but he kind of does not have feelings still for Margaret. And he just doesn't want this whole thing to same thing to whole happen again with him and CJ. And then yeah, they end up getting let out, and then he texts, "What are y'all all? What are all these weird texts? Is something going on?" And then yeah, he's like, I'm through pulling Mordecai." And yeah, he's like, "Date tomorrow," and she's like, "Date," and then with a winky face after he said yes, and then the whole that means yes. Don't misprom- mispromote it. So yeah, she actually agrees with the whole date and saying that while they're looking at the sunset and that guy jumping off the roof with the paraglider, and he's like, "I'm proud of you, man." But yeah, really well for Mordecai to step it up, and yeah, just very good of him. But yeah, really good episodes here. I'd like to know what y'all think. And catch you next one.